Mid-season top 25 matchup on hand with a couple of college football's premier teams preparing to square off. It's the Michigan Wolverines and the Oregon Ducks. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer here in the booth. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines, and we check in with her right now.
Guys, there is some intrigue to this matchup between Michigan and Oregon. These are not teams that play often, but with this new revamped Big Ten, we are going to see this matchup more and more. What makes this really interesting is the history of Kyle Whittingham, the new Michigan head coach, against Oregon. He played them well and beat them often when he was the coach at Utah. We'll see if that adds a new little wrinkle into this matchup here today. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Ducks ready to kick it away first. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Here's Underwood. Right side, it's Henson. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15. The Wolverines racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
He was able to squirt free and pick up just a few on that one. Deep in the season, that crisp air all around you, and this feels like a must-win game, guys.
This is a game that will impact the college football playoff. It'll have conference championship implications, and it'll have bowl game implications as well. David, so much riding on the line in this one.
And you can feel it, man. You can feel the energy. The players this week, they were on high. Like, you could tell they were ready for the challenge. This is going to be an absolute showdown.
Here comes the offense on second down. Out of the gun to give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
Well, there's another outstanding run. You've been seeing that all season long. I think we all expected this guy to be really good as a true freshman. I don't know if anybody expected this. The fact that he's in the Heisman race as a true freshman, that's just ridiculous.
Here's Underwood to throw. Rolls right. Bought a little time, lets it go. Out wide right, it's Marshall. Got him right there. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Hits inside. It's Marshall. The draw draws nothing except the swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately.
Well, to say that this guy was unblockable in their last game is definitely an understatement. He was living in the opponent's backfield. He does it again very early in this one, David. And I know he was a guy this offensive line and this coaching staff were concerned about. And early on, they don't have an answer for him.
I'm about to say that they still have the concerns. Because, geez, early on, he's in the backfield right away. Got to have some kind of an answer, man. First of all, maybe not run towards... Secondly, maybe we double team him, but there's got to be a plan because when you get near him, bad things happen for your offense.
And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Bryce Underwood to throw for it on fourth. Hauls it in, the first down and more. Dragged to the ground, but not before. He's converted the fourth down to keep the drive going.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down and distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Wolverines will have it 1st and 10. Looking for a gap. It's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play. When you reach this point in the season, these types of games, top 25 matchups, really determine whether you're going to be a contender.
Yeah, and really show what you're going to be the rest of the season. How are you going to finish strong throughout the season? You know, the first part of the season, now getting to the middle of the season, Palmer, getting a chance to show what you're about so you can finish strong.
It's a resume builder, no doubt about it. And really, there's been so much anticipation building up to this top 25 matchup. So which team can control their emotions, I think, goes a long way in who wins this one.
Touchdown, Michigan! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
And that's a great job finishing the drive. But, man, I got to go back. I love the 4th down call. Being aggressive. First drive of the football game for this offense. They set a tone. They cap it off. They create momentum to start.
And the point after is good. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. From the gun, running back gets the gift. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read. Read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
There he goes. He gets across the 25, steered out of bounds at the 26.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And, guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. They're field this one in tight quarters. No room to bring it back. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Intercepted for the 11th time this season. Taking it the other way. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Extra point here will tie the game.
And they come up with a huge pick 6, and that is one of the reasons this defense has been so dominant all season long. They don't give up big plays, but they take the football away. And once they do, they've got better athletes than you do. They're hard to bring down. They can flip the game on a dime.
Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do. Because of that singular instance, I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Out wide left, it's Marshall. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Bunch formation for these receivers. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. Knocked down immediately.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. The quick out. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Well, you can tell those two have been practicing the out route all off-season long. They look like they could have completed that in their sleep.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Trying to slip through and pick it up. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. The Wolverines will punt it away on 4th down. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
That quarterback putting his face in the fan, I love it. Coming up quickly, making a tackle in space.
The Ducks now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Straight ahead, it's Hill. Finds his way ahead for 5, and now they've got it at the 28.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun on 3rd down, Dante Moore. He spins that thing down the middle. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one.
Defenses have their hands full with him. They just give up a big pass there for a first down, but it's not just the arm you got to worry about, it's his legs too. This guy's top 10 in the nation, total touchdowns scored, and that's why he's in the discussion for the Heisman Trophy.
Wrestled down at the 8-yard line as they threaten deep in the red zone.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
The run inside. It's Hill. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! The AT unit on the field. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And it was capped off with the 8-yard run. From deep, it's Stewart. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. here comes the Michigan offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And what a return as he takes it back to the 8. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. I just can't imagine any excuse for taking that penalty. A delay of game. At least it's still first and goal. Defense a little too eager, and that's an encroachment penalty, 5 yards for the offense. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a first and goal. They'll try it over the left side. And he's in, pounded his way in for the score. Touchdown, Ducks!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
He'll start the return inside his 5. He's out of bounds at the 27-yard line, so a couple extra yards of field position for this offense to start. Guys, here come those maize and blue winged helmets on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention with a Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability, he can break tackles, he can just do it all.
They'll try the counter. Stop just across the 50 at the 49-yard line. It's a pickup of 10 and a first down.
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion.
Makes a grab and room to run. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And the Wolverines with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Quick handoff. They pull him down, but he's got enough, and it'll be a first down for this offense.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Wolverines kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. They'll ride the hot hand. Tackle behind the line, and he'll lose one on the play.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Moving out to the right. There he goes. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs. But I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out. And you could tell it's going to be a big part of the game plan.
Fires to the tight end. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The Ducks signal for their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. They'll run it on first and goal. And he's in! Touchdown, Wolverines! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. So it's a 73-yard touchdown drive. And they close the deal, pushing their way inches into the end zone. They'll grab the squib kick just inside the 10. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
Whew, that's a breathing a sigh of relief for sure. Kick returner tries to take it out, puts it on the ground, but how about the offense getting back on it, turning what could have been a really bad play into, thank goodness I got the ball again.
They'll run it. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Dante Moore. Buying time to his right. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. He's got it on the outside. Now Oregon will call its 2nd timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Moore will throw. Left side is Stewart. And he steps out of bounds after a nifty run and picking up a first down.
I just continue to be impressed watching this guy play. Good decision-making, very accurate. He's obviously got a lot of talent surrounding him, so no surprise with that last completion. He's now over 3,000 yards on the year.
They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the flag, 1st and 15 for this offense. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the defense will accept the penalty and back up this offense. Free yards, 1st down for the offense after that penalty. And the RPO got it. Breaks into the open. Excellent job using the clock. They get the timeout. 2 ticks remaining, and now they can put up points before going to the locker room. And with just a few seconds remaining here in the first half, they'll try to kick a field goal. And this one is perfect. And that lead grows even bigger. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, down the stretch we come on what's been a thrilling college football season. Week 11 filled with storylines. Let's start with Texas taking on the number 13 team, the LSU Tigers. And it's the Longhorns getting a banner day from their stars on the road. To pick up victories away from home, that's the mark of a focused team.
And the returner will be brought down.
They're up to double digits, 10 straight victories on the season without a single blemish.
Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They didn't, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. Throws to the wideout. That 3rd down pass was coming in hot before it fell to the ground.
Now, that's the start you absolutely talked about and discussed in the locker room. This defense, they didn't have a lot of success in the first half. They needed some good things to go their way, get a stop, create some momentum. Great first drive by this defense. Now, their offense has got to put some points on the board.
And he is knocked down immediately. Brave to try the return, though the coach might have preferred a fair catch. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. So they get the ball back after the defense forces a punt, and I'm sure they tried to make some adjustments at halftime after a little bit of a rocky first half. Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open. Wide open downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. And the Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Still looking to his right. He's going to take off. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. This 3rd down a little longer after that penalty. Throwing, Underwood. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Past the 30. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. Underwood trying to cut through the noise. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
You'll take any help you can get with that penalty yardage, but it's still 3rd and long. Underwood. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Awesome job by the defense. Not only getting the fast quarterback on the ground, but understanding what he wants to do. He can take off. I got to make sure I got good pursuit angles, and I got to make sure I build rails. I can't let him outside. I got to keep him in the pocket. He tries to get outside. They get the sack and get the huge loss on that play.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. Guys, that field goal could loom large. Missing an opportunity to get within a touchdown. We're still sitting on a 10-point game. Making the adjustment on the play. On the move. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Here's more to throw. Right side, it's Johnson. Turning it on! Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And this guy has been putting up huge video game type stack numbers each and every week. Threw for over 300 yards last week. He's putting up another monster game today. Late in the year when you know Heisman voters are watching, this guy wants to bring the Heisman Trophy home.
Here comes the heat. Just gets rid of it to avoid the sack.
And finally, the defense is able to get some pressure on this quarterback. They had been trying all game long different ways to affect him. Weren't able to get there. But on that play, because of the pressure, it affected his accuracy, and that's why the ball falls incomplete.
Moore to the air. He tries to take the top off. Swatted away and broken up. A great play there by the DB.
Great job by the DB on that play. How many times in these types of deep ball situations do we see pass interference? That cornerback could not have played that ball better.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Dante Moore wants to throw again. Stepping to the right. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
Unloads to the wideout. Hauls it in easily enough for the first down. Touchdown, Oregon! A great catch and run for 6. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Here's Underwood to throw. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Wolverines trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Dropping back, it's Underwood. Escapes the pressure to his right. Stopped right there.
I'll tell you what, man, this guy bails out his offensive line a lot. We've seen it over and over. Protection isn't always perfect, but he's just got the ability to scramble and just to create and extend plays. Wasn't able to get the first down there, but look at the situation now he's put his offense in. He was able to get a nice chunk of yardage back to make this decision on third down.
Runs through a man, and he might have some space. They make the stop, but barely, and they might need to regroup as we have come to the end of the third quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Looking to the big tight end. And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. They're backed up 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. He's changing the play.
Booster, booster. Go!
Snap on first down, wants to throw. Look out! Being chased. Keeps it himself and gets to first. He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The running back has it. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. And the incomplete pass had a lot of juice on it.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. Moore from the gun on 3rd down. They're all over him. He's sacked. This defense all over him.
And quite simply put, you don't see that happen very often against him. He is one of not just the best quarterbacks in the game, he's one of the best players in the game. He's a Heisman Trophy candidate that oftentimes doesn't make mistakes like that. He should have thrown that football away. He decided to try and do too much, and the defense made him pay. They get a massive, massive sack, and this offense loses a ton of yards.
Michigan ready to get that offense rolling again. The defense got the stop. They could have used a few more of those earlier. Still a big deficit here late. Throwing, Underwood. Out wide right, it's Marsh. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. Moves to his right. Takes a shot at the end zone. Couldn't make the play in the end zone, but the offense is going to come out of this with a penalty on the D. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And he stopped, brought down at the 18. It'll be enough for the first down.
Man, this guy has had a tremendous season. When you're getting mentioned for the Heisman Trophy as a true freshman running back, that is absolutely insane. And you've seen it all throughout the years, the big plays, the explosiveness, the speed. This guy has been unbelievable.
He's got 50 yards rushing for this game and on his way to 1,400 for the year. Punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. And the Wolverines will hustle to the line. Great penetration by this defense, and they knock him down behind the line. A loss of 1.
Yeah, and this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the fourth quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Recovered by the defense, and he's off.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop, and if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
They've got a chance to get out from their own end. 2nd and 6 from the 18. Right side, it's Bear. At the 35, he's loose. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays.
This guy's in the Heisman picture because his stats are just ridiculous. And he threw for over 300 yards last game out. He's putting up another monster game here today, guys.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few first downs, and get a W.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. They'll ride him again. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
And I like the defense being aggressive. They heated up that RPO. He didn't even give him time to read it. I'm getting in the backfield right now, making a play, being aggressive, bringing the fight to the offense.